Hello, hello, hello again. It is day 6 of our 7-day fitness challenge. And you know, I am so proud of you for being here. And I cannot believe that we only have 1 day left after today. But let's not put the cart before the horse. We got to get to lower body today. If you have a booty band, feel free to grab it. You do not necessarily need it today. Most of the things that we're going to do, we won't be using it. But I think there's maybe 1 or 2 postures I have where we're going to put it on. So it's up to you. All right, let's get started. Come on down to the mat. Lay all the way down. Take your time. Plant the feet in the earth. Let the arms go long. Close the eyes if you want. Take a couple breaths. Just a moment of grounding. You can set an intention. Maybe something that you want to just cultivate here on the mat. But allow your breath to get a little fuller. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Walk your feet to the edges of your mat. Knock your knees in towards one another. Feel a little stretch or space in the low spine, back of the hips. And then right knee falls to center, left knee goes to the left. Kind of a 90-90 shape almost. Come back up to center and then switch to the other side. Left knee to center, over to the right with the right. Go back and forth. Take your time. And I would like for you to focus on pushing your knee away from you so that you get a little bit of length through the front side body. I like to reach the arm that the knee is going to the center up and overhead. So same arm that goes to the center, and just really feel the length through the side body. Just warming up the hips, the legs. Take a couple more. And finish up your last one. We'll meet back in center. Both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, a little squeeze. You know, I love this little time to thank yourself for showing up. Figure 4 is where we're heading. So right ankle, top of left thigh, just above the knee joint. Then you can grab wherever feels good. Maybe it's the shin. Maybe it's the backs of the thighs, or hands around the left leg. But we're going to add a little dynamic movement to this. So really hold on to wherever feels good. But I want you to start to slowly lengthen the left leg as the legs come long. And then pull the left knee in. Feel the stretch. Pull it all the way in. Nice. Take it long. The right foot and knee go with it. So you lose the stretch. You feel the strength and core. And then you pull it back in. You don't have to move too fast. This does not have to be a big movement, but you're feeling the stretch each time. We're going to keep going, maybe 10 more seconds here, and then we'll switch to the other side. On the last one, finish up, pull it all the way in. Give yourself a little hug, little stretch. And then switch to the other side. Left ankle, top of the right thigh. Pull in, get yourself that stretch first. And then extend and pull in. So when we move through postures and work out, there's a conversation between our body and our brain that happens. And when we're stretching specifically, it takes a little bit of time for the brain to realize we can let go, we're safe. And so here, this dynamic movement for at least 30 seconds gives us that time to allow the brain and body to catch up to each other. All right, pull it all the way in. Give yourself a squeeze, a little hug. Then rock and roll the length of your spine. Take your time. I like to go at least 3. This should feel good. You're going up and back, just rolling like a ball, coming all the way up and over. Tabletop is where you'll land. However you want to get there. You can roll to the side if you want. You don't have to rock and roll. Coming into tabletop, a couple cat-cows just to warm up the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. My core is sore from yesterday, y'all. Back up through cow. I also did lower body at the gym earlier this morning, and now we're about to do lower body again. So here we go, y'all. Finish up your last one, cat and cow. And then you'll come back into center. We'll move through a child's pose flow. So walk the hands slightly forwards. You can keep the feet as they are, so they're probably parallel, or you can bring the feet together like a traditional child. It's really up to you. But slide the hips back, come into the child's fold, and then inhale, come forwards, rock into a modified high plank. So we've done this a couple times in this challenge. Send it back, shoulder stretch. hip stretch, and then back up. Take your time, go at your pace. Faster you go, more like cardio vibes you're gonna feel. You can move a little slower, you can add a little mini push-up at the top, but you're only here for maybe 5 more seconds. Finish up that last one, child's poses, where you're gonna meet, hold for just a moment, and then swing yourself around to the left as you come forwards. Make hip circles, press the hips to the right, then back to the heels. This direction 2 more times. We're just making hip circles. Let it feel good. Again, doesn't matter what it looks like. If anybody's watching you, give them a show. Switch to the other direction, right? I'm reading a book, and one of the quotes, which I may have told you this earlier in the challenge, is other people's opinions aren't any of my business. So you know what? Move in a way that feels good. Dance like no one's watching. Meet me back in that child's pose, or that extended plank. So lift yourself up. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, lift the knees, kind of in a full plank here. Then soften the knees as you lift the hips high for down dog. Adjust your stance. We do a lot of down dogs, and I don't know if we talk about it a lot, but you need to have the palms pressing heavy into the mat. Then use that to lift the hips up just a little bit more, and then drop the heels down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. All right, breathe in, lift the right leg high behind you, and then step it all the way through for lunge. Right foot forwards. Left knee down, lift the heart, and then exhale, half splits. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, forwards, lunge. Exhale, split. Take it back. Try to keep the hips going straight back. Tendency is to go to the left. That's the path of least resistance for the right leg. Toes straight up. Finish up. Take about 5 more seconds here. 1 more breath. And then come all the way forwards. Nice job. Tuck the back toes. Lift the left knee. Step back to down dog and switch. Left foot forwards. Right knee down. Lift your heart. And then straighten. Ooh, this side is a lot tighter for me. So take it slow. We talked about it, about 30 seconds, right, for the mind and body to talk. And so that's what you're doing here. Breathing, that's the translator, let's say. If your body and mind are having a conversation and they're not always talking the same language, your breath gets to translate. Your breath gets to tell your brain, we cool, because we're taking deep breaths. Finish up. Last few here. And then all the way back forwards. Beautiful job. Take it back, down dog. Once again, big inhale. And then exhale, feet to hands. Come to the top of the space or middle of the space and find a forward fold. Bend one knee and then the other. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe sway side to side. Release any last little bit of tension in the back of the legs. And then inhale, rise to mountain pose. Stand all the way up. Take your time. No rush, okay? And then reach the arms up overhead, find your foundation underneath you. So feet are about hip distance apart here, unless you prefer big toes together, a little slice between the heels. It's up to you. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. I like to imagine I have a beach ball in my hands. So I turn the pinkies in and you start to feel the shoulders activate. It's a heavy beach ball, but it's a beach ball nonetheless. All right, inhale. Exhale, sit into chair. Hands come to your heart. Sit back and down. We're going to have a dynamic marching movement. We're going to just play with it here. So just flow, do what feels good, and take your time. As you inhale, weight shifts to the left foot. Right foot lifts, right knee in line with your hip, and then the arms can come overhead if you want the extra challenge. Exhale, back to chair. Sit it low. Other side, weight shifts to the right. Left leg will lift into your one leg mountain. Chair pose. Go as fast as slow as you want through this. So we're doing like chair marches, coming all the way up and extending the leg as the opposite leg lifts. Now balance comes from the core. So you keep the core solid the whole time. Maybe you move a little slower than you want so that you can stay steady. Momentum sometimes is balancing's enemy. You can hear my breath. Nice and steady. I want you to hold this for just a couple more seconds. Your arms can do whatever they want. So far, mine have gone down. They've stayed in my heart, and they've gone up. Finish up last 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chair pose, mountain pose, rise up. Cactus the arms, back bend. Breathe in, reach, and fold. Beautiful work. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back. Now, if you want a chaturanga, you can take it. We're going to give the upper arms a break, but so you don't have to, we'll meet back in down dog. Take a breath in here. Breath out. Beautiful. Lift the right leg high. Inhale. Knee to nose. Bring it forwards. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose. One more. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose. Try to just set it down. Bam. Low lunge. Adjust your stance. Your knees and feet should be in line with your hips, so nice level foundation. And then inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. You need to push down and out through the front foot. Hips level out because the feet are actively pushing down and out. Beautiful. Arms up overhead. If you're wobbly, feet go wider. Hold it here. We're going to add some movement. If you need to shorten your stance, you can, especially if you're wobbly. And you may notice as we move that you do need to, but feel free to see as you go. So arms up overhead. Here we go. Cactus the arms. Bend the left knee. Inhale back up. Now you can start to straighten the leg just a little bit more as you rise. Exhale down. Inhale up. Okay. We got this. Maybe you just cactus the arms. Maybe the lunge isn't there today. Or maybe the arms stay still. Go at your pace. You have last 10 seconds. Lift up, push into your feet. Can you squeeze your inner thighs together? Last 3, 2, 1. Meet me in crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Shift your torso forwards. Left elbow outside of the right thigh. Come into the twist. I know your right booty is burning, but you get a little bit of a stretch here too, maybe. But you got it. Hold it for me. Inhale back up, crescent lunge, push heavy into the right foot. Notice how I wobbled? That's okay. Warrior 2, open up. Front leg burning for y'all too. Reach the arms in opposition. We're not going to be here long. The front leg is going to get a break, I promise. Breathe into star pose. So now all 10 toes turn towards the long side of the mat. Reach your arms up. Maybe you wiggle the fingers, twinkle your star. Fitness should be fun. I want you to have fun, if anything. All right, take an inhale. Let your chest shine proud. Exhale, hands to the heart. Walk your feet in. So heel toe the feet slightly in. You'll shorten your stance a little bit. Toes are still going to face out. Come into a squat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, squat. Inhale up. You choose if you want the arms. All right, my timer is over here. So we've got about 20 more seconds to do our sumo squats. You're a little wider than a traditional squat. Keep breathing. Inhale up. Maybe you twinkle your star as you rise. My legs are burning, but we're doing great. You're showing up. You're probably just about halfway through this one. So amazing job. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Meet me in the star pose. All 10 toes return towards the long side of the mat. Hinge from the hips and fold. Let your head hang heavy. Bend one knee and then the other. Beautiful job. You're going to turn and face towards the front of the mat, shifting all 10 toes to face back towards the front and launch onto your right leg for standing splits. Last little bit to burn the right leg out. Dial the left pinky toe down. Kick through the left heel. Hold for a breath in. If you want to try extra balance, right hand to the right leg, maybe the left. But we start to move, taking the left knee behind your right calf. Sit the booty back and down, and then inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up, and squat. Send the hips back. Can you get lighter in your hands? Maybe you bring your hands to your heart. Holy cannoli. That's, I think, like my theme for this whole challenge. That's what I say when it really starts to burn. Y'all know it's real. All right, last 10 seconds. Come on. Sink low, lift, squat, lift. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, forward fold. Let it go. Beautiful job. Bend your knees. Give a little pat to that right hip. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, step it back. If you want to flow through chaturanga, lowering halfway, flush it out, you can. Up dog or cobra. And then back to down dog. Bend one knee and then the other. All right. Notice the difference. My right leg and left leg feel totally different right now. Okay, let's do it. Let's even that out. Lift the left leg. Inhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale in. One more. All the way forwards, lunge. Root through your feet to rise to crescent. Arms up. Press heavy into the feet. Once again, drive the right hip forwards. Pull the left hip back. Commit to your lunge. Let's go. Cactus the arms. Bend the right knee straight down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. Keep it with me. Can you steady your gaze? When our eyes start to flutter, we lose our balance. And we also feel a little flighty. So I want you to find steady gaze, steady mind, steady body. Last 10. You got it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms up, hands to your heart, hinge forwards, right elbow outside of the left thigh. You can set the right knee down if you need a break. Okay, you're gonna focus a little bit more on the twist than the strength. Both are great options. You do you. Press heavy into the feet, squeeze the right glute, rise up, crescent lunge, and then open up, warrior 2. Adjust your feet. I gotta catch my breath, y'all. Recommit to the lunge for just a second. Reach the arms in opposition, and then lift the arms up. Once again, star pose. Coming all the way in, shortening the stance just slightly. Lift the arms up, breathe. I'm just gonna turn and face you so you can see what we're doing next since it's a little different. We're gonna drop into a skandasana or a side lunge. So toes are gonna fan slightly out. Once again, hands will come to your heart. Bending into the right knee, knee and toes go the same direction, same plane. Go as low as you want, and then back up to center. Other side. Check with the knee and toes. Back to center. Go as low as you can. Is it almost booty to heel? Maybe. You got it. Breathe. Stay with me. I don't think it's possible for my hair to get any bigger today, but we're about to challenge that. All right? Does anybody else's hair grow? It's that southern humidity. Last 8. Sink low. Come on. I'm going to make you go real low in the last one, so don't miss it. All right? Last 3, 2, 1. Take it to the right. Go all the way down. Hands can come down. You may pause here. This may be it. That's okay with me. Otherwise, my heel will lift, left toes will lift, and you come into the stretch. I don't have my full foot on the mat. You may. I've never gotten to my heel to go all the way down. Just depends on ankle mobility, tightness, etc. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Catch your breath. Breathe out. Come back to center. Switch it to the other side. Over to the left. Hands are your guide as you move. Feel the length along the inside, the back side there of the extended leg. Great job. All right, back up to center. You'll shift your way towards the front of the mat. Left foot will be forwards. Find your fold, and then launch. Lift the right foot off the mat. Coming into our standing splits, dial the pinky toe down. If you want to see how big of a change this is, look at me right now. Toes are facing towards the fireplace. Pulling the hip down by turning the toes down, the leg will lower. That's okay. We're being intentional with our movement. Let's go. Squat down, knee behind calf and up. Down and up. You got it. Breathe. It's not meant to be easy, but y'all have stuck with it for 6 days straight. That's a feat. You know what? Not a lot of people are doing that. So the fact that you have committed to yourself for this long, I hope you take that lesson and show up for yourself like that outside of your mat. Last 3, booty burning. Last 2, last 1, lift and fold. Holy booty. Let it go. Bend one knee and then the other. Sometimes you just like gotta sing it out, you know? It's that guttural response. Lift halfway as you inhale. Plant the palm, step it back. Flush it out through chaturanga if you want it. Back to down dog we go. Then go ahead and drop the knees to the mat. We got one more thing coming. You're like, wait, we haven't used the band. Well, this is where it's coming. If you want it, you'll slide it onto the legs just above the knee. We're gonna finish strong, all right? Go ahead and lay on the side, coming down to your forearm. I'm gonna start on my left side, feet together. So heels are gonna dig heavy into each other, and then toes will stay just in line with each other as well. And now we're gonna start to lift up into our clam. So you're opening the knees, but keeping the feet together. Core is gonna get a lot of work here too. Lower and lift. And breathe. Great opportunity to just catch your breath. We're in the home stretch. Lift it up a little higher, depending on what resistance you're using. But you got it. Lift and lower. Nice and slow. Feel the back of the right booty burning as if it hadn't gotten enough love. Just a little more. Wait. Muscles don't build themselves. We can do this together. All right, last 5, last 4, last 3. I want you to hold it wide on that last 1. Hold it wide and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get my legs closed again. Roll to the other side. I'm just going to go this way so I can stay facing y'all. Right forearm down, same thing. A little bend of the knees. It's a maybe about 90-degree bend, but a little greater than that probably. Band on the thighs, feet together, and open and close and close. This is my tight side, my shortened side, and so I find it really hard to engage when it's tired. So take your time if that's you too. Listen to your body. We're all different. That's what makes us unique and beautiful. All right, last 3. Last 2, all the way open. Last 1, open, hold, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make some funky faces if you need. Last 3, last 2, last 1. You did it. Heck yeah. All right, take the band off. I don't think we're going to use it again. Throw it off to the side. If you didn't use it, that's okay too. Those were still hella hard. Beautiful. Okay, meet me in down dog. So swing the legs around, lift all the way up, and then right leg will go high. We come into pigeon. So right knee comes towards the outside, so the pinky side of your right hand, a little wider than your hip, and then left knee sets down. Untuck your left toes, and I have to kind of sink down into the hips. Quick gaze over the right shoulder. Is the left leg straight back? You can gaze over the left shoulder too, but the perception is just slightly different. Trying to stretch to the back of the right glute, you can stay or lower to forearms. I love to sleep my pigeon. Just relax all the way down. Breathe into the right glutes. Slowly start to let go. The hard work is over. Time to treat yourself with just a little bit more love and juicy stretching. I like to find a little twist here sometimes, taking the left arm under. I like to twist towards the right leg that's up, but you can choose whichever variation you like. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Back up to center. Take your time. Back to down dog. Shake it out if you need. Give yourself some love. And then other side, left leg high, left knee towards the outside of the right pinky, right foot, knee down. Quick gaze over the left shoulder, straight back, and fold if you want. Breathe, relax, and settle. Let the heart rate return. Let it feel good. Twist if you'd like. Right arm underneath you, over towards the left knee. Adds a little intensity to the twist, to the posture. And then you'll come back to center. Inhale, rise up. You can take it back to three-leg dog if you want. Reach all the way high, shake it out. And then set your knees down. Swing the feet around in front of you. Lay all the way down onto the mat as the legs extend up towards the sky for legs at the wall. Y'all know I love this posture, but this is the base of another posture that I really love called plow pose, which I feel like will be very restorative for our session today. So if you'd like, you can come with me on our way to plow. If you're not quite sure, you can take a look and watch me do it first and then go into it. I just prefer that you watch without trying to get into it and look, because we do have some sensation on the neck. All right, so legs will start here. I like to put my forearms into the mat to give myself a little boost, to lift my hips up over my head. So my hands will come to the back side of my hips. I kind of like cradle my pelvis with my hips, and then the toes start to lengthen behind me. I usually have a little micro bend in the knees. My hamstrings are always super tight. But what I want you to think about is lifting the hips up, so you're getting length in the spine as you fold over. Eventually, maybe, the toes will tap the ground. They don't have to, but this is a fantastic stretch for me and my spine and down the backs of the legs. Gaze will stay straight up, so that's what we talked about with trying to look and see what's happening. Just keeping the spine nice and safe here by gazing directly up. Maybe closing the eyes. Your belly does not really look like that, I promise you. I even sometimes like to let the knees rest on my forehead. Once again, breathing deep and finding stillness. Take your time as you slowly lift yourself up. Use your hands, especially if your feet never touch the ground. Keep your arms and hands for support as you lower yourself down. Happy baby on the way. Knees wide. Taking a hold of the shins or the feet. And then bring the feet in and the knees in. Give yourself a hug, a little squeeze. We'll take a mini Shavasana. Arms and legs go long. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome work. Arms up overhead. Stay here as long as you want. Point the toes. Wiggle the fingers. Draw the knees in. And then roll to whichever side you want. Sit all the way up. Oh, how about that? Only one more day, y'all. I'm so proud of you. Inhale, arms swoop up. We take a big breath in. Hands come together in front of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me again today, and I will see you tomorrow for our final day. See ya.